Howdy y'all, and welcome to Lax Lives. I'm Lakander, and this is Lack Plays Feed the Beast. So, we are no longer on my old server. Well, no, that's not true. We're on the old server. We just switched packs. I was playing single player, but we have moved to a new mod pack. Right now we're using Direwolf20, and this is 1.6.4 Minecraft. So this has got, oh yeah, I forgot. This has got the horses and stuff. Um, and I I was gonna play around in Twilight a little more today on my other one, and I thought, let's just go ahead and do a little look-see at some of the differences between this and what I've been using. The biggest difference to me so far is these things right here. Item casings. Now, industrial craft is probably okay. Um, there's like 3 or 4 mods that I use all the time, and that's forestry, Steve's carts, industrial craft, and thermal expansion. And those 3 are my favorites, probably. A little bit of factorization, but I haven't really got too far into what I use from factorization yet. And yeah, I know there's a whole bunch of new stuff in this mod pack. Why am I just using the same old, same old? Well, I want to see what the same old, how it's changed. And another thing you might notice is I'm using the Soartex. I went ahead and downloaded that last night because, I like Soartex. So I'm playing in the Soartex texture pack again, or resource pack, I guess they're called now. It doesn't really have any um, different sounds, but it's just textures. Um, and there's been quite a bit of changes to how things work. You can see some buildcraft going on in the background here, and I don't know. Let's take a little tour. So we started up here, of course, and you can see we've got the chunk loader keeping our area loaded, and I've got my barrels full of stuff. Made the pulverizer. The powered furnace is now called a redstone furnace, which, I don't know, just a different name, basically. Big change to thermal expansion is that they now use RF instead of MJs, and I got a bit of cold today, so I might have to pause and cough here and there. But yeah, it uses RFs, and I could pretty much do just a whole episode on the changes in thermal expansion. They've got their own engines now. They're called dynamos, and you can see this is a steam dynamo, which is just sitting here wasting steam. You can see all my stuff's gone. I just died down in the cave. I'm like, meh, I don't feel like going back for any of it. I think the worst thing I lost was my diamond drill. But, yeah. The item hoppers are the item hoppers from Minecraft, basically, now. They changed those. So that's different from my old pack. You can see we didn't move very far when we first came in, and we just dug a hole in the side. No, this wasn't even a hole. Uh, you come across these big caves like this, we just walled off both ends of a big cave that went right through this mountain. And we haven't moved since. Really, I didn't want to do too much on this map because we're going to be changing maps as soon as we can figure out which mod pack we want to use. Because now that Feed the Beast is updated to 1.6.4, which I'm just going to call 1.6 from now on, then I want to play with the new stuff. I've been playing on 1.4 for almost a year, probably about 10 months, using the Minecraft pack. Although we've gone through like 4 or 5 worlds, so some changes to Steve's cart in this version, and you can see I got my tree farm already set up. Not really a whole lot of difference between how I made it before and how I made it this time. right? Cargo managers, advanced rate detector rails. I stole all my track out of a track mine that's down underground. Barrels to collect wood and charcoal, and the furnace that automatically turns it into charcoal to power the Steve's cart. Now I do have the Steve's cart basically turned off at the moment. It is out of fuel, and because one of the changes that's happened with this version of Steve's cart, oop, I fell in a hole. Um, one of the things that's changed with this version is that the blades have durability now, and so you have to put diamonds in here to fill back up the durability. Ugh. And I don't have a lot of diamonds. In fact, I now have no diamonds because I had diamonds. I made a diamond drill. I just lost my diamond drill because the skeleton shot me into lava. And so now I've got to go back and make all that stuff back up. But other than that, it's pretty much identical as far as I can tell. There are different levels of the blades. So let's see, tools. Nope, tool. Here we go, down here at the bottom. So I made the woodcutter, basic woodcutter, uh, and then they've got the hardened woodcutter, which uses the wood cutting core or the basic woodcutter, and then reinforced metal and iron ingots, and or a hardened saw blade with the core instead of the upgrade. And you can see it takes a diamond, and then this is reinforced metal. Uh, Reinforced metal comes from stabilized metal, which apparently I need hardened mesh, iron ingots, refined hardener. Refined hardener comes from raw hardener. Raw hardener is a diamond in obsidian. Ugh. I don't have diamonds. I used up all my diamonds making my Steve's cart and repairing it once. And then so that's for the hardened saw blade, or no, that's for the yeah, hardened saw blade, reinforced metal. Um, I can do this really. So refined hardener, yeah, okay. They need a back button so I can just click back instead of going back through all this since I can't remember what I'm doing. All right, so that's the hardener. Hardened mesh is hardener and iron bars. So I basically need a whole bunch of diamonds to make the upgraded version of this. And then of course there's the Galgadoran woodcutter, which is unbreakable, and but that one requires Galgadoran metal, which is made from a lump of Galgador, which is eyes of Galgador, a block of diamonds, stabilized metal. Galgador is made from fermented spider eyes, gas tears, magma creams, eye of Ender. So there's a lot of work that goes into upgrading your Steve's cart. I've never made the Galgador stuff before because I didn't need it on the version of Steve's carts I was playing on. There wasn't durability. Uh, Not that it's caused a huge problem, but I am starting to get low on charcoal. Uh, well, not in here though. I still have a whole bunch of charcoal in here, but my barrel is getting empty. 17 stacks left, and I'm using it. Let me tell you. What else have I done? I made my rubber tree plantation because I couldn't stand tapping the trees anymore. I didn't see any difference between what I did here and what I've done before, so this is exactly the same as my previous rubber tree farm. Um, the ingredients seem to be the same thing to me. Another big thing with this pack too, that's different from what my Minecraft 1.4 pack was, is that this doesn't have Greg text, so a lot of the recipes are way different than what I'm used to. Some of them are easier, and some of them don't seem to be easier. Um, the quarry, for example, is way easier to build now. If you remember when we built the quarry back on the um, back on Minecraft, it was a diamond drill which required titanium in an industrial blast furnace. Yeah, this one just required a diamond pickaxe, which was 3 diamonds and 2 sticks. so much easier to build. I don't have a lot of power running into it though, so it's running pretty slowly, but it's got a good sized hole going. I just need it to get down to diamond level so that I have some diamonds, and it's slowly getting there. Uh, slowly. Uh, and I just have stuff running into two chests or into a void pipe, so um, I don't have any tesseracts yet. I've killed a few Endermen, but I've never gotten Ender Pearl, and we've gotten one Ender Pearl right now. And if we can get a second one, then I'm going to make a router so that we can set up the barrel inventory system. And I know there's different inventory systems. This pack has got like 3 or 4 different ways to do it. I know how to do it one way, and really until I can get the raw supplies flowing in, I hate experimenting with other mods until I have the materials to waste doing it, because if I don't understand it, I'm going to screw it up. And if I use my last diamond on something that I screwed up doing, it just makes me not want to play. Oh, I guess we should look at up here on the hill too. Now I haven't worked with this yet, but there is Ars Magica 2, and so I don't know what any of this stuff is. Lego has been on here playing with it, and I have the book to start it, but I have no idea what any of this stuff does. So, this is some kind of crafting altar or something, and somebody throws stuff down here underneath the. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. I know that you have to put a book in an item frame next to one of these blue pools, and that's how you get your starter book. And then that changes your GUI. You can see at the bottom I've got that red line on the left and the blue line on the right, which is really bright at the moment. Must be daytime, nighttime magic or something. I have no idea. But as soon as I made my book, that appeared, and that's as far as I've made it, is making my book. Um, really cool thing that's in this mod pack. Really cool. You can sleep when other people aren't sleeping. And I don't know if it's you need like 50% of people to sleep or what, but when I get in the bed and someone else is on, it says um, 50% of people are sleeping, and then it says wakey wakey Lycander slept the night away or something like that. So, let's see, what else have I got going down here? Is there anything upstairs? Let's finish upstairs, and then we can end by talking about the machines I've got down here. I've been doing solar panels. You can see I've got 4 low voltage solar arrays. This, in my opinion, is the worst thing that's going on right now for me. I love solar panels, right? Because they don't take any effort once they're up to provide you with power. To make a solar panel, you have to make pulverized coal or coal dust and glass and some circuits. Uh, Everything takes plates in this pack. Everything. Plates and plates, or these tin are these item casings. And so you have to run them through this machine, and so I'm constantly running stuff through machine. Or you can do it by hand, which is a little faster, but you have to do it by hand. And to do it by hand, you've got to have this. I know this isn't talking about 5 iron ingots and 2 sticks gets you a hammer, forge hammer. And then when you take an ingot, like we'll take this copper ingot, you put it in your inventory, you put the hammer next to it, it becomes a plate. You put it back in there, it becomes item casings. If you have clippers, or maybe it's wire cutters, I think mine are up here. I don't see anything that looks like wire cutters. There they are. Oh, it's just a cutter. If you have a cutter, then you can put that in there with the plates, and you can get wire out. And so those are the hand tools. They're a little faster to use than the machine, of course, but the machine doesn't require me to stand there and fiddle with it, which is what I like. I have actually got two of them going down here, and so this is the metal former. Oh wait, you know what? Let's finish talking about solar panels, then we'll talk about these machines. Solar panels. All right, so you got all these plates, casings. Like I just showed you, you can do the plates and the casings with the hammer, whatever. That's fine. Uh, to make a low voltage solar array. So this is 1 EU per tick. And I've read that there's a difference in how EU works, and I haven't checked it out yet because I don't produce enough power to make anything happen. So I've got to get more power production going before I can blow stuff up. But to make a low voltage solar array, you have to have 8 solar panels around a low voltage transformer. And that produces 8 EU per tick. 8. And then to make the medium voltage solar array, you need 8 of these. And then this produces 8 times 8 is 64. And then this one would be 64 times 64, I guess. Or 64 times 8, I mean. So, yeah. A lot of raw materials. Because this here, just the solar panel, is 3 pieces of coal, right? 3 pieces of sand. This is an iron bar. This is 2 copper bars. Yep, come on, just click back out. This thing takes 2 10 bars. No, 3 10 bars because you need to make the every 3 of them takes an extra 10 bars. So basically 3 10 bars. Here's another 3 iron plates. So that's 5 iron plates now. That's 5 iron ingots. This is another 5 iron ingots. So that's 10 iron ingots. 10 iron ingots per solar panel. 1, 2, 8. 10. So to make this, you have to use 80 iron bars and 24 10 ingots. And then you need like what is it? 246 6 redstone per, so what is that, like 48 redstone to make this, and it's just so much raw materials dumped into the solar panel. I didn't want to put together the infrastructure from forestry to get my power out of biomass, but we're quickly approaching the point where I can't stand making low voltage arrays anymore. And if I could just, I've got 4 up here and 2 on my pulverizer. So if I can make 2 more, then I'll power my quarry off of something else and just use them for the base here. But then I'll have too much power and I'll probably blow stuff up. So, all right. So let's look at the industrial craft chain I've got going real quick before we finish here. And so the metal formers. All right, metal former. None of this is too bad to make. The machines aren't. Just the extra stuff. Metal former is electronic circuit, right? Iron plate, copper cables, which is just rubber and copper, a couple of redstone. Toolbox, that's a new thing. It takes bronze, so this is bronze item casing, and a chest. Bronze is still 3 copper bars and a 10. There's like 3 different ways to make it, and you get different results from the 3 different ways to make it. So I just ground some up into powder and mixed it together, and I only got two 2 bars per 3 copper and 1 tin, but apparently Lego said you can just mix it in your crafting window and you get 4 bars. So I totally wasted half my stuff. But next time I'll know. Basic machine casing is just iron plates in a circle. And then these coils, this is a new thing too. So toolbox is new, coils is new, and it is uninsulated copper cable around an iron ingot. So not only am I having to use my copper to make circuits now, and you'll see that I actually am using gold cabling for all my machines because all my copper cabling is going into all these bits and pieces that go in the machines. But you know, most of this is made with, you can do this with your hand tools. Well, I guess you have to be able to do it with your hand tools because it's a machine that makes it. So metal former. Uh, yep. I was making mixed metal ingots or whatever they're called on here. So the metal former has the upgrade slots, just like most of the industrial craft machines. And then this is the little work indicator telling you how much is done. And this button right here allows you to change the settings. So I wonder if I put a copper plate in here, will it cut it? Yes. So this should turn this copper plate into copper wire. Let's see it go. Those are little toolboxes. Yep, copper wire. So you get 2 copper wire, and this is dumb. You get 2 copper wire if you do it by hand. You get 3 if you do it in the machine. All right. So cutting, you don't need to do cutting though because there's extruding, so I can just throw in a copper ingot and it gives me back 3. And then rolling is used to make the plates, or if you throw it back in after you make the plates, it'll also make the casings. Pretty simple machine to use, and you can see I made a overclocker upgrade for it, so things are just so slow at the moment. And then, uh, I was going to talk about the cabling here. So I think the cabling is stupid. So you get two copper cabling if you do it by hand, right? Hammer to turn it into a plate. You get 1 plate. You take the cutters, you put it in there with the plate. You get 2 copper cabling back out. Okay, fine. But if I put in a tin ingot, I get a 10 plate, and then if I use the cutters on that, I get 3 back out. And if I do it with gold, I get 4 back out. So okay, fine. So copper makes less wire than tin. Tin makes less than gold. Fine. But if I throw them in the machine, I get an extra copper, but I don't get extra tin or gold. So you get four wire from gold, 3 from tin, and 3 from copper if you use the machine, or 2 if you do it by hand. Why is copper the only one that changes? I don't know. So metal former does that stuff. Extractor, same old, right? I throw in my resin, get my rubber out. Compressor, same old. Throw stuff in, it presses it down. I've already made diamonds. I've been using most of the coal that comes out of the the quarry to make diamonds because I can't get my hands on any diamonds. I've been strip mining and all I find is this stupid blue topaz from Ars Magica. Canning machine and canning machine. There's 2 things in here called canning machine. I didn't know which was which. I was trying to use this thing called a CF sprayer because my setup here is making this stone dust, and the stone dust says it's a component for the CF sprayer. I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. I think I needed more stuff to suck it out and shove it in other places. I don't know. But the canning machine was supposed to be able to do that, and it doesn't do it. So I got 2 of them, and I don't use them because I don't know what to use them for. This is the canning machine. Well, this is one of the canning machines. I guess this is the one I'm used to. Throw in cans, throw in meat, you get canned meat kind of thing. This one's got some settings. Canning, drain from cell into tank, fill cell from tank, fluid enriched tank or cell. Uh, so when I put in stone dust in here, it's got to be hooked up to water. I put stone dust in here. I got the whatever stuff that comes out of the stone dust. So fine. All right, fluid enriched. Got that. Goes into the I couldn't put cells in here. Maybe I was putting the wrong kind of cells in here and it's just all my fault. But I thought I made the cells it told me to make. this one I don't understand. Fill cell from tank. Why can't I switch that to the other tank? That doesn't make any sense. I don't want to fill it with water from the water tank. I don't know. Those two are just weird. Um, Another metal former. So this is my chain. This is the ore increasing chain for industrial craft. They didn't really have one before. You made the grinder and that was it. So now it's a chain, and it's all 32 EU machines, although they don't use 32 EU. This one like says uses 2 or 3. This is the macerator. Let's look at the recipe for macerator. Macerator. Flint, couple of cobblestone, one of those machine casings, which is the iron ingots all in a circle, electronic circuit. The macerator, you throw stuff in, it doubles your ore. You get, do I have any ore? No, I just lost it all in the cave. Okay, I'm going to take the time to run out and get some ore so we can see this thing work. I would fly out, but I just lost my jetpack. No advanced jetpack. That's killing me. It's killing me. So slow with the normal jetpack. There's so many things in this game too that there aren't enough buttons, and so it took me the longest time to get my buttons separated so that I could even switch my jetpack from jump mode to hover mode. So we were flying around really carefully for a couple of days until we figured out why the buttons didn't work. Excuse me. All right, get down in here. Now you can see I put a hopper up here so I could just throw my stuff in here. Hopper. So it comes down to the macerator. Macerator grinds it up. And what it's going to do is it's going to spit out 2, oh, I can't remember what they're called, dirty gravel or something. Come on, you can do it. Sometimes I throw in the, I've been too lazy to make one of these, so I've just been flopping it around from machine to machine, depending on what I'm doing. So here you go. Here goes the stuff. It makes crushed copper ore or crushed tin ore. I didn't realize I had so much ore in there. I could have just showed you that. But it makes 2 of those. And then we'll sleep here and get back to daytime. I need daytime because most of my power comes from my solar panels. So this machine is the ore washer, the ore washing plant. This is the next stage. This thing takes forever. And right now, I've got one upgrade in it, and it takes man, 26 EU. You can see it says right there on the little that thing's called Wallia, I believe. So it says it's using 26 EU out of max power of 32, but if I throw in another one of these, it goes up to 40 something, 41 I think. So it can pretend, but the ore washer is plates, buckets, machine casing, electronic circuit, and then these are new electric motors. And it's item casings and ingot, and then 2 of those coils that we looked at earlier. So this one takes a little bit more to make, but what it does is it washes the ore, and it takes forever. I don't know what the actual time amount is, but you can see it's a slow machine. And then once it's done, it's going to create purified ore, 2 tiny dust, and then this stone dust. And then over here, there's just so much stone dust that comes out of it that I have the stone dust sent to a transport pipe using my diamond filter here. The the tiny dust are all getting kicked upwards into this chest until I can deal with them. Unlike the previous mod pack I was playing, these things take 9 to make a full. My brain will kick in here. Don't worry. To make a full dust. I took some medication for my cold, and it's kind of making my head fuzzy. Not that it's not normally fuzzy, but hey. And then, so the purified crushed ore comes out here, and then I have that fed into a electric furnace, which currently is being manually unloaded because we can't seem to get our hands on another ender pearl. We've probably killed 7 or 8 endermen, gotten 1 ender pearl. And so that's my setup with this. It's just you get 2 dust for every ore, so you basically are getting 2.5 for every ore that goes in, and then this, of course, gives you 2 plus the bonus material. So I don't know. I don't know which is better, but I've been running mine through the industrial craft just because I've got that made down here. I made me a mining laser, and guess what? I can't charge it. I don't have good enough stuff to charge it with. And oh, this is terrible. This will be the last thing we look at right here. So I don't know which of these I need to charge my mining laser, but I'm gonna make an MFE because I think the MFSU needs an MFE anyways, so I can see. But the MFE takes insulated gold cable. That's nothing, right? Gold cable, some rubber. Basic machine casing. That's nothing. That's just iron plates in a circle. These things, though, you remember these things? They used to be a ruby surrounded by redstone or a diamond surrounded by redstone. Well, now they only come from energium dust. And energium dust is made from 5 redstone and 4 diamond dust. Let me tell you what. This is a diamond. Each one of these is a diamond. To get to the next power level, I need 16 diamonds crushed up. Uh, oh, it's terrible. But like I said, I think I read that they changed the way the power works, so I don't think my previous system of splitting up the power is going to work. And and so I've been putting battery boxes on the backs of these machines because they all take 32 EU. Because like what I used to do is it was packet size. So if you fed in enough EU, you could get 2 packets of 32 going down your line, and then if something needed the 32 packet size, it would just grab it. Apparently, if you add another battery box to the line, that makes 64 EU on the line, and 32 machines will explode. I haven't tried it yet, so maybe we'll try that next time because I'm really curious to know if that's what I read. I mean, I read it, I just don't know if I understood it correctly. And I also am going to have to take some time to get some more gear because this running around naked is stupid. Lots of new mobs too. There's a lot of new mobs in this thing. Uh, mana creepers and hectates and all sorts of weirdness. I cooked up some potatoes earlier. Oh, and there's this too. Hats. I don't like this, but whatever. You kill mobs, they've got hats on them. Axe in the back of my head. Breadfish. Cage. Chest on top of my head. Computer, crown, flying pig, foam finger, ghastly gibbous, glove world, helicopter, jar brain, Jeremy, jester, mod jam, pig, plunger, pool, straw, trail mix, Viking hat. I was wearing that one because that one's kind of cool, but yeah. And then there's this. You can turn into different things now. Why, I don't know, but you can. Anything you've killed. So let me see here. If I zoom out, your guy transforms. I don't know what it does for you. I don't know. I'm a spider now. Can I climb the walls? I can climb the walls. I can't fit out the door though. Uh, Here's one that I killed, a mana elemental. I wish I could shoot the lightning like they do. I'm too tall to go out the door. Squid, sheep, cow, slime, spider. Blizz, this is another new one. It's basically the frozen version of a blaze, and it throws snowballs at you, only they hurt. Water elemental. I don't remember killing one of these, but apparently I did. I don't know. Creeper, Enderman, skeleton, spider, zombie. Oh, here's a hectate. I guess I could do this so you can see the front of them too. It's kind of like a Dementor from Harry Potter, I guess. I don't know. And then that's it. That's all the weird things that I can transform into. Uh, if you kill a bat, you can become a bat, and then you can fly, which Lego really likes to use. And apparently killing him as a bat doesn't count. I tried. Oh, you know what? This is a long episode now, but let's just really quick go into Nether so I can show you the craziness that's in here. First off, I don't appreciate that my Nether portal is on the bridge of another fortress. That's not good. And I'm gonna run away. There are spiders in here now. Whoa, don't kill me. It's really dark in here. Come on. I should have went up that stairway back there, actually. I hope I turned around. Nope, I didn't. Good for you. Good for you. You turned in a complete circle. I have a stairway back here that leads up and out of the Nether fortress. I needed right here. I needed glowstone. I had to come out here and get some glowstone because you need glowstone to make the jetpack. And so I had to come up here and mine my way through trying to get some. Oh, I needed quartz too for something, I think. Or no, that's on vanilla Minecraft. I'm using the quartz. Pigmen. Look at this. They're weird trees. They're upside down trees. I saw some things called sulfur clouds yesterday. Let's see if we can see any out here. This isn't as weird as look, there's some vines hanging down right there. You see that right there? That's a cloud. It's just a cloud. You can't stand on it. You fly right through it when you have a jetpack. But yeah, there's some weirdness in here I haven't really explored too much of yet because I'm afraid. And I don't know. It's the Nether's not really a fun place. Especially now with more mobs in it. Uh, excuse me. So, alright, I'm going to call it here. This is our first quick glimpse of what I've been doing in the Direwolf pack. Like I said, we're probably going to switch to another pack here pretty quick. We're just waiting for him to get all the 1.6 packs out. And then we're going to pick one. I'm leaning toward one called Monster. Although they're supposed to be making one on the Feed the Beast Reddit that looks like it'd be pretty fun. Because it includes Greg Tech. And I know Greg Tech makes the game a little harder, but it also has really cool machines in it. And I miss my really cool machines. And nothing seems to have the advanced jetpack, except for that Reddit one, and I can't stand not having my advanced jetpack too. Although they're supposed to do the pick your own mods thing. Oh, look, I made a chair. Yeah, I did this too. How do I use a chair? There we go. Yeah, check that out. I'm sitting in a chair. I don't know what that black bar that appears over top of my bar is when I'm sitting on things, but so yeah, this is our first look at Direwolf, and this is where I'm currently playing my Feed the Beast at. Although I'm probably, like I said, probably want to hurry up and get to another pack. I just thought you guys would like to see what I've seen so far before we get going for real. Um, and well, now I gotta go get ready to go to a New Year's party. So I'll see you later. Click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one, and I'll talk to you later. It's me waving bye with a potato in my hand. Bye.